In this beautiful chaupai, Majjana Palade Ki Katakala Kakaho Hipikapaku Himarala. You know, he's saying here, look at this. Satsang has a Shakti, it has a power. It is like a transformation that is taking place in man's life when he has applied himself wholeheartedly in Satsang. To begin with, you must be so confident that you are very true. You cannot be doubtful. And he says in this Majjana Palade Kitatikala, Satsanga has the power that those of us who has the habits of the crow, or for that matter, the crow, can be transformed into a cuckoo. Likewise, the crane can also be transformed into a swan. And if you know the nature of both these birds, you will understand the reference that Mahatma Tulsidas has given. Nobody keeps a crow in a cage. Nobody admires the crow. And when as man we have brought ourselves down to that low stage, you are not required in any companionship at all. Satsang therefore has that power, has that Shakti. If you can get a person into this and cause him to think that, look, I am man, he will be able to make that change, that transformation is there. Just as the crane, and look at the crane, let me tell you some of the habits of the crane. If you look at the crane in water, most of the time the head is under the water in the mud. And he stands there in a very tricky state. And as soon as its prey reaches near, it grabs. It is not like the others that fly and hunt. He remains there. Generally speaking, ladies and gentlemen, many men or most people in this world behaves like the crane. The true qualities are seldom shown. I hope you are not annoyed with these illustrations as it comes. We don't apply ourselves truly into the action that we do, and if even we are speaking with the divine, truthfulness does not come to us. Why? How could the transformation take place? How could this change take place? What he's saying, Suniya Aschay Karai Jani Koi, Sat Sangati Mahima Nahi Koi. You are not at all to be astonished. Neither could it ever be doubtful that Suni Satsang, after listening to your Satsang, after being actively engaged in Satsang, Mahima, the principles that come for the upliftment of mankind cannot be doubted, nor should it ever be hidden. And this takes us to a point that is not far. And look how true we are to ourselves. If a person knows a trade and is very competent, that is covered by this bit of ego, that if I teach my fellow man, he would be greater than I am. So therefore you hold the lock and you hold the key. That is narrowness. You are not expected to do that. You have to be free. And if you understand the Chaupai, whatever you have known or you have learned, it must be a pleasure within you to impart that knowledge on to others. This should be the nature of mankind, and to get out of that low stage that we have buried ourselves in. Like the crow and like the swan, we have to raise. When would we be able to change? When would this change come to mankind so that the society would be a better place in which to live?